All right, let's continue. Mostly, it doesn't look that bad. I do wonder, how did they manage to fit this past here? Or how did they plan to get it out was the real question.
Lenny, you broke our little promise. I'm heartbroken, you know.
I promised to show off the Synchronists Club projects. You really think that scrap you wanted me to parade around was gonna win over a single investor? This is what a win looks like. All-terrain, self-propelled artillery. AI-driven multimodal autonomous defense system? Best part is, full augmented resonance effect control. Means zero electromagnetic interference. You could drop this thing in the middle of the etheric sea, and as long as I'm still breathing, I'm still piloting. Auditor!
Ah! Present!
If you keep funding synchronous research, then this goes into mass production in 1 year. No, 6 months!
Mass production?
I know, hard to believe, but just let us show you!
No. That's not what I meant. It's just that the Black Shores isn't a mercenary group.
But it cuts through tacit discords like a hot knife through butter.
Lucilla.
I've got this. Remove the safety, Lenny. Let's give it a test. Be careful.
Activate!
That vehicle.
Watch out!
Oh, wait, you actually get to play as her.
Memories take shape.
Oh. That's her heavy attack.
Seiji. Gotcha. Look at the camera. Oh my. Spot? That wasn't nice. Not bad.
Like this.
Gotcha.
Don't get to test out her ultimate, though.
Look at Time for class. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, Professor. Mr. Alto, and club leader Lenny. I lost control. I'm really sorry.
Nana, please contact Dr. Luke to check on them. Are you all right, Lenny? Go get yourself patched up in the infirmary. I'll handle the rest.
Hmm. Expected.
I agree. And I'm not just blowing smoke, Lenny. Controlling delicate equipment through pure resonance is an ability only you synchronists possess. This technology has huge potential, especially if you, maybe lose the terrifying weapons?
But it's too late now.
It's never too late. I've been talking to new partners. There are many who still want to support us.
We are here to strive for the future of civilization. Star Torch Academy will be the cradle for synchronists and the vanguard of our collective hope. That's what my admission letter said. That's what I believed. I knew I was signing up to be one of the Exostrider's 1,000 backup pilots, a spare part, an appendix to a civilization's appendix. And I never regretted it. Strive for the future of civilization? Professor, is it true that no one cares about us now that the Exostrider is gone?
Oh man.
I care.
Professor! Professor!
I used to think this whole synchronous thing was just shuffling students from one class to another. But I get it now. These kids, they aren't fighting to keep their synchronous privileges. They're fighting to protect the synchronous mission.
I don't know what I should pick here. That is true. F.
Huh. That's why President Lucilla is so adamant about keeping the program. Emotionally, I'm right there with her. But it's not enough to win over the review committee. Without the Exostrider, the synchronous program is just a drain on their resources.
I don't think Lucilla is the type to wager on sentiment alone. She's definitely holding her plans close to her chest.
Asking for our help while keeping secrets. Or is there some other explanation? Either way, ball's in your court, Rover. Our undercover auditor.
I'm sorry for the incidents today.
Please, don't be. It was a rewarding day. Those young synchronists left a great impression on me. Speaking of which, is Lenny gonna be all right?
She's fine. Dr. Luke is taking her to the infirmary. And at this hour, allow me to walk you to your room.
Oh, no need for that. Dr. Luke showed me the way earlier. Actually, you look like you're the one who could use a rest. Rover, why don't you walk the president back instead?
All right then. See you tomorrow morning.
Oh man, this story is great. I love a good story. Much as I like reading a good story, I also like seeing a good story as well.
I need to stop by the conference hall before heading back. Care to walk with me?
Sure. When was the last time you slept?
Can't remember.
The last time you ate?
I did keep track of that. What's the weather like at the Black Shores?
It doesn't really change much.
And the food?
A bit better than what we get here.
Just a bit. My students who join the Black Shores barely write to me. Even when they do, they never mention their daily lives. If I do get a sudden call out of nowhere, it's just, "Professor, I have a question." Adorable little gremlins, all of them. As long as they're safe. That's what matters.
This place looks nice.
So, when are you going to start?
Start what?
Fishing for intel? That Mr. Alto must have put you up to it, right?
We could have just cut to the chase.
Rover, would you let the Black Shores compromise its founding mission of fighting the Lament to get tangled up in superpower politics? Just for my sake?
Probably.
I asked myself yesterday if I really knew you. Turns out, I don't. And I kept going back and forth on what role you should play here. This situation isn't noble, isn't just. It's just businessmen and politicians squabbling over a slice of the pie. But I want this to be a collaboration between Star Torch and the Black Shores. Not because we're friends, but because it makes sense. I put you through this detour because I was afraid that if I asked you directly, you'd just say yes to helping me. So I wanted you to see it for yourself. Judge it with your own measures. That way, when you go back to your people, you can tell them if Lucilla is worth trusting, and if these synchronists are worth fighting for.
Rover, are you still with the president? Change of plans. The new Federation caught wind she was rallying support and moved the review up.
To when?
Tomorrow morning. Technically, that's in 3.5 hours.
Classic new Fed. They probably had a review panel parked outside Lahairoi for days, just waiting for the Blackshores to show.
How'd they win over the other member states and round up representatives so quickly?
Space Trek Collective budget bylaws. Because the new Fed is a permanent member and rotating chair, they only need half the members to abstain to control the outcome. They likely had this review rigged before it was even proposed.
Gear up, President Lucilla. We'll see how the review plays out and take it from there.
3.5 hours. That's plenty of time. Let's go.
Where to?
The second half of the tour.
Oh, my bad. I think I skipped something.
Are you upset?
About how you dragged me into your plan? Or the things you're still not telling me?
My. Oh, sorry. Call it a teacher trying to keep on her mask? You're still my student on paper after all.
It sounds like you're saying I can just sit back and enjoy the show.
That's not something you get to do every day, is it?
I didn't expect there to be a place like this beneath Rebel College.
No, well.
Before Sundermere Base was built, this was a research facility for augmented resonance effects and void storm countermeasures. It's been the executive
bad.
committee told me I could do whatever I wanted with the space. So I used my forte to do some light remodeling.
Wait, how do you remodel this place with your forte?
Memories of my students that should exist only in my mind. Here, they become real. A tangible piece to display. We still have some time. If you're interested, feel free to look around.
You're
Okay.
using your forte to do all this? How long did it take you to create this?
However long it took, it was worth it. So the ones who stay don't just stay, and the ones who leave don't just leave.
Huh. I like that one. Procrastinate all you want, absolutely no action taken, even past the deadline. All tardiness allowed, and all consequences acknowledged. That's the tardy A unit? Tard A unit for you? A little known prototype model for the Tard E unit? Oh, okay. So like, it's pro procrastination? And this is for the big solo skin, I guess. With a little help from the shepherds, our team finally completed a full scan of the solo skin. Oh, solo skin. You're so adorable. I really wanted to catch you with a net gun before. Okay. And this is a TV, I guess. The strongest monitor in history. Crafted by the troublemakers of the Department of extrastrider engineering. When faced with unauthorized snooping, it's unleashed full firepower. May all traitors explode retired after serious injuring allies. Okay. Oh. Wait, can I actually take damage from this? I can. Can't read this one. Guess it's an arcade machine.
The exhibits we're looking for are here.
Huh? Behind the wall?
Don't forget, this is my memory palace. Naturally, memory locks require memory keys to unlock. Allow me to demonstrate. This fancy trick only works in this little domain of mine.
A backdoor Lucilla crafted for herself using her power. Very few know how to use it correctly. Memory Palace. Oh, except to drag the photo? Okay.
What is it?
This is the very reason I built this exhibition hall in the first place. Professor, do you trust me? I...
Lucilla? You spaced out there. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Just had a dream that only lasted a few seconds. Rather fascinating.
Maybe it's a good idea to rest before the review starts.
Don't worry. I promise you I'll crash the second this is over. But right now, we must bring these exhibits with us.
Will a few exhibits be enough to sway them?
Oh, that's where Resonator Mark is. Never noticed.
She usually knows exactly how to sell anything. So why does she look so hesitant now?
Thank you for your trust. I know you have 1,000 questions burning in your mind. How will she handle the new Fed? What's her plan for the Synchronist with the Exostrider gone? Forgive me for not having the answers just yet.
I know you'd never harm the students. That's the only answer I need.
Terrible timing for a compliment, Rover. Anyway, let's take these two exhibits and... See you soon, Professor.
Is that her past self? You just fall into a memory zone or something?
Some kind of force pulled us down here. Do you know where we are?
If my memory serves, we're directly beneath the exhibition hall. This way.
A synchronous cockpit. Was this the prototype?
It looks the part, but this was actually our Plan B. Designed without safety limiters to get sync rates up quick. Lets a synchronist pilot the Exostrider by force.
Oh, interesting.
I know. It was meant as a last resort if civilization was staring down extinction. The project was terminated after the initial trials. The synchronists who volunteered. In the end, they lost their ability to resonate with the Exostrider ever again. What our students are facing now isn't new. I just hope I can do better by them this time.
Any idea how we find our way out of here?
Okay. See the preserved her memories in the forms of photos, locate them, and use them to corresponding projectors.
With our eyes open, the key should be somewhere here. Excellent. You're catching on quickly.
Look at the boss we have to fight.
What's happening?
Something rather unpleasant, I imagine.
Lucilla?
Fine, no more jokes. Honestly, anyone watching would think you're the one facing the board. There, I know the way out. Remember what I told you before entering the dark side? About the memories I erase periodically that can never be recovered? Some things I can't bear to remember, but I also can't bear to forget. So I store them here. Looks like some of them are tired of being locked up. Rover, look up. The exit is right above. We can use this key to leave, but I need your help to get there.
Okay.
Everything here is from my memory, but I know you are real. And wherever you are, that must be reality.
I understand. I'll be your reference point. But what about that girl? Are we just leaving her?
Rover, do you have any experience dealing with children? Tell me, what makes a child the most flustered when they're playing hide and seek?
I see.
Now, come along. Let's treat this little escape as a warm-up for the review.
Oh, this place looks really nice.
Welcome to the Anti-Void Matter Materials Lab. It's where they first developed the materials for the Academy's anti-void canopy.
What's all of that in the center of the room?
Oh,
The
yes.
scrap of the day. Even the best recycling can only keep up with so much. Let's look around to see if there are any leads.
Oh, I also have to break them.
I have the photo. Now, where is the right spot projected?
Number 8025. Coding failed. After 59 hours and 45 minutes of exposure. Number 8026. Coding failed. After 133 hours, 15 minutes of exposure. I don't even know what this is meaning of failure. It's just like failure for that Plan B test.
Let's pick up the pace. Hmm? Time for class. Hold still. Memories take shape. Look at the camera. Come on, get in the shot.
We are students of vegetation. We are students of the highway. We are students of nature. Purple.
Memories take shape. Not bad.
Can't use her ultimate yet.
Is this artificial retroact rain?
Dear me, this is but a pale imitation. Among the synchronists who survived the experiments, there was one from Jinzhou. Once he realized he'd never resonate with the Exostrider, he returned home and joined the Ministry of Development's Defense Division. There, he and his colleagues worked together to develop Jinzhou's retroact rain defenses.
Oh wow.
You're saying the shields against retroact rain and void storms share the same origin?
Not exactly. His approach didn't work on void storms at all, and it was discarded long ago. Before he left the academy, the only things he asked to take with him were a few sheets of material buried under that pile of junk. I often wonder, was he just reluctant to let go of his design? Or had he already mapped out how to protect his hometown?
The girl who trapped us here. She must be trying to show us something through this memory.
Seems I've been getting schooled by my own students a lot lately. Let's go. It's time to move on to the next classroom.
Okay.
Do you want to stop and take a rest?
Not even close.
What's wrong?
Stay where I can see you, Rover. We've wandered into an unpleasant memory. It's far too easy to get lost in here.
It doesn't look like there's a way to cross the barrier ahead.
I have an idea. Rover, just go with me on this, all right?
Ooh, alright.
Rover, can you step a little to the side?
Hmm?
Oh, she's gonna take a picture?
Like this?
Perhaps a step forward. Maybe a step back. All right, this is the last one. Let's see that handsome smile. Has anyone ever told you that you're not the most photogenic?
They have now.
No more teasing. This shot will have to suffice.
Wait, you can use her forte on it? Oh, she did use her forte, I guess. What's her name? Okay. But just like coded. If I oh. Which one was it again? Should be this one, right?
Let's pick up the pace.
Clear as day, madam. Your daughter isn't sick. She has awakened her forte, and it's a remarkably rare memory type.
Nonsense. My Lucy will never become a Revenator.
Say cheese. Smile.
Yes.
I want to be a Resonator. Please. No.
Wait, so I guess what the woman she stood with in that photo earlier we saw in the room was her mother?
Lucilla?
Oh, she disappeared.
Not good. Without a reference point, she's getting pulled into the deep end of her memories. I need to find her before too much time passes.
Test results show the subject's tacit mark is located on the outer side of the right calf. According to the patient's family, the subject awakened her forte at the birthday party after receiving a camera as a gift. Is that the camera she always keeps around with her? Test item Ravel's curve. Accuracy, stability tests. I'm not reading all that, but see conclusion. Test subject shows no risk or no history of overclocking, but exhibits long and short-term memory impairments common in memory type resonators. Observation in hospital is recommended. Okay. Boy, that cat's actually pretty cool.
Are you still there, Lucilla?
Yes.
Then why aren't you answering?
What do you want me to say?
You can say okay, or I understand. This is the perfect moment. While our opponents are spread too thin, we take the reins. Just like the time you became president. Don't worry about the narrative. We'll play the villain. You just act tough, rope the independent auditor in, and we'll force another round of review. You fight hard. We express our concerns, and then we both take a step back. As long as we ensure our control over the future of the synchronous program, nothing else matters.
And what do you want from my students?
Simple. We both get what we want. They have talent, and we help them achieve their dreams. And it'll be their choice.
Their choice. Whose dreams are we really achieving?
It will be their choice, Lucilla. My Lucy, I won't speak of your past choices. But tell me, has there been a single choice that wasn't your own?
I still refuse.
There. Just like that. Act tough. Fight hard. And then we both take a step back at the review.
From the Academy to the Pioneer Association, then to the Space Trek Collective, and now here. No wonder I was never cut out to be president. Watch out. That's me from the dark side. I use this memory to trap her. When are you going to tell him, Professor Lucilla? President Lucilla, that you've already made a deal with the new Federation?
What deal?
Let's go. You think you can outrun yourself, Lucilla?
I'll put faith in Lucilla.
Before the meeting starts, I need you to take the time to fill me in on what's really happening.
Thank you. I promise I'd never let the new Federation lay a single finger on my students. But that's just her wishful thinking. A moth to the flame, daring the sky with wings of wax. Your students will die because of you. Let's leave this place, Rover.
Yeah, you just gotta put some faith in Lucilla. That's really it.
You could have erased this memory. Why keep something so dangerous locked away?
To keep the sting fresh. A sharp reminder of the cost of slipping up if I ever get too comfortable in the Academy's peace.
No, that's alright. Huh. Alright.
Let it go, Lucilla. Face what you know is reality. Once again, I found the courage to step into this room. Time flows here, silent and peaceful. The Academy is alive and thriving. We've come so much further than I ever dreamed. I wish you were here to see it.
A photo of an ordinary student dorm. The paper appears to have been gripped tightly. Even the surface creased and molted. President Lucilla, after board deliberation, your request to resign from Star Torch Academy has been declined. Oh, denied. Declined. Well, same difference, actually. We understand that you are going through difficult times, but the students need you. We need you. So she tried to quit before, but they didn't let her. I wonder why, though? They didn't let her. Photos. Ordinary student dorm. The image got her slightly out of focus. Considering the impact of this accident, the board has decided to raise the confidentiality level of this project. The investigation results will not be made public. Additionally, all ongoing and previously reported projects must undergo a second review by the Space Trek Collective Expert Panel.
The accident report is indisputable. Cable insulation failure leading to...
Oh, bad.
Flight control abnormality. But the truth is simpler. I approved the plan. I killed her.
So what if I became a synchronous? I'll find my own pathway to the sky. See you soon, Professor. So, oh wait, so if I never became a synchronous, oh, I didn't see the part.
I wrestled with it for so long. What's a teacher supposed to do when a student dreams something so brilliantly insane? But she chose the sky. And I thought, at least let her have one chance to fall.
Is that Sundermere? Are we back before the Star Ward Riseway was even built?
Most of the students who lost their synchronous status in those force sync trials decided to return home. All but one. She told me it wasn't that she'd lost the Exostrider. The Exostrider had lost her. She said she designed a revolutionary transport method. A rocket piercing the sky. A way to bridge that sky and the Earth. This was the day she tested it. Her first crewed flight.
Then that wasn't a falling star. It was...
a spacecraft. Carrying the most brilliant student I've ever known.
What happened to her?
Ania to Sundermere Lookout. Professor, can you hear me?
Yes.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super huge Solaskin. I'll snap a picture for you as soon as I can.
Okay.
Professor? You don't sound like your usual self. Are those investors giving you a hard time again?
No, it's not that. I haven't slept much lately. I'm a little tired. That's all.
Professor, do you trust us?
I...
Hey, remember that old Huanglong saying? Know the way at dawn and, something at dusk? Ugh, it went right out of my head.
I can't remember it either.
That's okay. I'll look it up and tell you the second the experiment is over. Talk to you soon.
Please, Rover. From the way it fell, void matter must have pierced the shielding mid-flight. But if we'd reinforced the coating... What kind of civilization do you think built the Exostrider? If they were that advanced, do you think they'd already defeated the Threnodians? Overcome the Lament? But before they reached the stars, they must have fallen too. Again and again.
Who is she? Is she a younger Lucilla?
Go. Be our eyes. Walk with humanity.
Can't be. Her eyes are so different.
Please, give this to our teacher. Humanity's smallest step. And everything we had to give.
Oh, is that Emiya? Is that Emiya?
This isn't good. Lucilla!
No, man. I feel so bad for her now. Like, more than before. Because I know she's, like, doing her best to protect her students.
Lucilla,
And
wait!
she's gone through so much for it, too. Oh. I didn't realize I walked into a wall.
Lucilla! Your emotions are affecting this domain! It's dangerous!
Staying here is the real danger. Oh, we have to leave. Almost there. As long as we keep moving upward, we'll find the way out.
So this is why you wouldn't tell me what your plan was. This way out you've been building for the Synchronists. It's just a dead end, isn't it?
I don't want the new Federation to lay their dirty hands on my students. But the more I think about it rationally, the more I realize I can't reject their offer. Because on what grounds can I propose a plan that might kill them?
I think I know why that girl trapped you here.
What?
You're terrified that your proposal will be their end. You're afraid because you know they'll support any plan you bring to the table. Because you're their teacher. Because no one in this world understands them the way you do.
Another lesson from my own student. Huh. See you later, Rover.
Oh wow, it's dark. Looks like a camera shutter.
I hope humanity can soar even higher.
I hope humanity can venture even farther.
I hope humanity can weather any storm.
Professor, what's your dream? My dream? My dream is simply to see all of yours come true. See you later, Professor.
Aisha?
Let's go. Together this time. Foes dismissed. I witness. Memories take shape. I protect. I witness every edge.
Can we go back to the other outfit real quick? Please?
Professor, can you hear me?
I hear you. Loud and clear.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super huge Solaskin.
Yes, I see it too. You're right. It's absolutely huge.
Great. I thought you weren't gonna believe me. Right. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
You get to hug the Solaskin?
Was that girl another one of your students?
She is every memory I have of this academy. She is every one of my students.
We've come all this way, and I still don't know what your plan actually is.
That's okay. Everyone's about to find out.
Tired?
That was an excited yawn, Rover.
attend the
Rover,
review.
where are you? And Lucilla? The other panelists have all taken their seats. The students, too. Can we really trust this plan of hers? Anyway, I'm leaving the speech to you.
If I...
Then we'll face it together. See you later, Professor.
President Lucilla, I am Cameron, Permanent Secretary of the Space Trek Collective Board. By appointment of the board, and on behalf of the Investors Conference, I hereby convene this second special inquiry concerning the synchronous program of Star Torch Academy. Pursuant to Article 12 of the Space Trek Collective Charter, President Lucilla, you may now raise any procedural objections regarding the attendees, the agenda, or the draft of this session.
I would like to know the national composition of this review panel, Miss Cameron.
This panel consists of 10 members, all from the new Federation. 5 serve as special representatives, and of the remaining 4 permanent board members, 2 have abstained and delegated their voting rights to the Federation. Additionally, we have Mr. Alto, attending as independent auditor on behalf of the Black Shores.
Then, Ms. Cameron, I believe the current composition of this panel fails to comply with charter regulations governing review committees.
According to the regulations, any participant authorized by a board member shall be deemed to hold the same nationality as that member. The panel's composition is perfectly valid.
Pardon the interruption. If that's the case, then Rover, currently a student at Rebel College, can also be considered a panelist appointed by the Black Shores. Here's the paperwork.
Welcome, Rover.
I have no further questions, Ms. Cameron.
Then, per the agenda, I will now relay the investors' resolution following our previous inquiry. Given that the loss of the Exostrider constitutes a de facto failure of the program, our immediate priority is to establish a compensation plan for the affected assets and students. Furthermore, the board directs that the synchronous program must be terminated immediately, or at minimum suspended.
In my own opinion, I don't think the extra is lost because it's just guarding the world itself.
My stance remains unchanged, Ms. Cameron. I intend to continue the program.
We require a justification.
Panelists, this is a theoretical prototype for a shield designed to counter retroact rain. created by one of our synchronists. This prototype significantly accelerated the development of Jinzhou's own defenses. It saved countless lives during the war against the Threnodian Overthrax. And yet, the material used in this prototype was originally nothing more than discarded scrap from one of the engineering department's experiments. It was only because its designer was a synchronist, educated in engineering, void matter, and even meteorology, that this material found a second life.
You seem to be arguing for the superiority of general education for the Synchronists, President Lucilla. However, general education isn't even included in the program's white paper. I failed. The shield is an impressive surprise, but given the cost of gambling on such a slim probability, the cost-effectiveness is simply too low.
Ms. Cameron, panelists, how exactly are we meant to measure the cost-effectiveness of failure? As you can see, this shattered component comes from a failed experiment. One that was not even recorded in the Collective's official gazette. A synchronist gave her life as the price for validating her theory. 15 months later, this very component became the final piece for the construction of the Star Ward Riseway, the bridge between Lahaiwar's Earth and the sky. Humanity does not always set out for the sake of victory, Ms. Cameron. Our synchronists know from the day they enroll. No one knows when the Exostrider will awaken, and the odds that they'll be the one to pilot it are slim. Yet they come anyway. They march toward likely failure from the very start. So I ask you, can you truly say that such failure has no value? And how can we call that a failure of the Synchronists, when the Exostrider was the one who banished LF1 from our world?
Secretary Cameron, the Black Shores representative requests the floor.
Proceed.
On the subject of unforeseen benefits from the program, we find ourselves in agreement with President Lucilla. This is a set of disclosable data we've just compiled. A significant proportion of current Black Shore members came from Star Torch Academy. These Bloom Bearers demonstrate exceptional capability, talent, and resolve, traits most prominent among the Synchronists. Furthermore, the Synchronists serve as role models for other students. I believe Rover is better suited to speak on that.
The Synchronist program is a search for a way out for our civilization. When we believed the Exostrider was the only route, then those fit to pilot it were the Synchronists. Now that the Exostrider is no longer a viable option, the ones fit to search for a new way out are still our Synchronists.
Yes, which is why I must disagree with evaluating the Synchronist program purely in terms of cost-effectiveness. I urge investors to reconsider the criteria used to measure its value.
We require a discussion. This session is adjourned for 5 minutes.
basic aim it on them. Like Alto's plan on that. I would love
Let
the
them
sick aim it
see
on
your
them.
potential. Let them see your value. But that is not enough.
President Lucilla, following the review panel's deliberation, we fully recognize the potential value of the Synchronists as an independent academic division, as well as their role model effect. However, as Rover stated, only those fit to shoulder the burden of finding a new way out deserve the title Synchronist. Therefore, we propose a compromise. Rebel College will be preserved, but all future training must be subject to the guidance and review of this panel. Let's both take a step back, shall we? President Lucilla.
This is it. The final fight, Lucilla. Take a deep breath. Keep your composure. And remember. Everything you regret. Everything that brings you joy. Everything you have lost. Everything you have witnessed. The answer you chase. The treasure you give everything to protect. No, that won't be necessary, Secretary Cameron. The Synchronists of today, they remain the closest thing this world has to a way out for our civilization. After our confrontation with Aleph 1, we recovered this audio recording from the interstellar probe Farwatcher.
It's nothing more than static.
Even so, it is the only legacy the pioneers of Solaris have left us. We are not alone, Secretary Cameron. Just as our ancestors took shelter in caves, just as Star Torch Academy was built in Lahairoi, just as humanity itself endures on Solaris. A brave soul took the first step to claim that future.
I fail to see what this has to do with the Synchronists.
Using Rebel College research, we can build vehicles driven entirely by augmented resonance. That means complete immunity to frequency interference. And the training our Synchronists undergo makes them the perfect pilots for these vessels.
But the Strider Gate has been sealed. Not to mention, whatever lies beyond can hardly be called a route.
Who said civilization's route to the future has to go down?
The stars.
President Lucilla, I'm sure you know, any instrument that nears the etheric sea.
I am well aware of that. However, by relying on augmented resonance effects, The Academy can overcome that barrier.
And if it fails, the cockpit becomes a coffin. Is that a chance you're willing to take?
This is our decision. If the answer lies beyond death, then that's where we go. Just wait and see. My brightest students will pierce the sky for all to see.
This storyline is just so peak. Does this mean that sometime later in the storyline that we can get actual gameplay of going to space itself? Does that actually mean we could get to see Extra Starter again? Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh, I do want to play as Extra Starter again. Not just to fight LF1, but it's just like flying around space and shit.
The car will be here soon. I could take it from here.
Thanks for everything, Alto. Really.
It's pretty nice that Rover didn't have to reveal his identity as being like Black Shore's leader either.
You! Ah! Oh, it was a long day. The kind you don't forget, though. Rover, can you pass a message to the president for me? After a speech like that, the outcome doesn't matter half as much. Anyway, chillax. Everything's gonna be all right. Well, catch you at the Black Shores, my friend.
Yeah. Till next time.
Just look at this parrot. The Royal refused to speak with me until I solved the equation they left.
Lenses convert the reactor drive's light into storable energy. During
I can give you a ride to the
always
training
check the
grounds
limit.
today, but stay away from my sink jack.
Dancing birds, love them.
Professor, I admit there are a few errors in his code.
Oh, Yuki. This door takes forever to open.
She is not here. She is likely still at the review hall.
Thank you. I'll look for her there.
I'm sorry.
What for?
If I had been more helpful, perhaps the outcome would have been more satisfying.
This was her battle. You and I have already done our best for her.
Go check on her.
Oh wait, this is where I have to go. Honestly, the story has been so good. I actually did not want to take a single pause playing it, so I didn't break it up into pieces. She gets a well-deserved rest. Honestly, she's been through a lot. Still need to look for Danae later. The executive committee still considers the synchronous program to be extraordinarily costly, high risk, and fraught with immeasurable difficulties. Oh, okay. I read too slow yet. Okay. I guess I'll just... It's a nice epilogue. We choose the skies. I love that title. Oh, actually gets at least look up better too. And she's still asleep. I'm pretty sure if I leave the console, that stops the storyline. But I think it does. We'll find out. Maybe there's more outside. I love this story. If we go back inside, is Lucilla still there? Ah, okay. Well, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Peace out.